Job chapter 2. On another day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them to present himself before him. And the Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming throughout the earth, going to and fro on it." Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil. And he still maintains his integrity, though you incited me against him to ruin him without any reason." "Skin for skin," Satan replied. "A man will give all he has for his own life. But now stretch out your hand and strike his flesh and bones, and he will surely curse you to your face." The Lord said to Satan, "Very well then, he is in your hands, but you must spare his life." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord and afflicted Job with painful sores from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. Then Job took a piece of broken pottery and scraped himself with it as he sat among the ashes. His wife said to him, "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die." He replied, "You are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" In all this, Job did not sin in what he said. When Job's 3 friends, Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, heard about all the troubles that had come upon him, they set out from their homes and met together by agreement to go and sympathize with him and comfort him. When they saw him from a distance, they could hardly recognize him. They began to weep aloud, and they tore their robes and sprinkled dust on their heads. Then they sat on the ground with him for 7 days and 7 nights. No one said a word to him, because they saw how great his suffering was.
I read Matthew chapter 24. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. "Did you see all these things?" he asked. "Truly I tell you, no one stone here will be left on one another. Everyone will be thrown down." As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. "Tell us," they said, "when will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceive you, for one many come in my name, claiming, 'I am the Messiah,' and will deceive many. You hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these things in the beginning of the birth pains. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death. All will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of the wickedness, the love of most will grow cold, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as the testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. So when you see the standing in the holy place, the abomination that is caused desolation, spoken of through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. Then let those who are Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the house stop to go down to take anything out of the house. 18. Let no one in the field grow back to their cloth. How dreadful will be in those days from pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your flight will not take place in the winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. If those days have not been cut short, no one will survive But for the sake of elect, those days will be shortened. At the time of anyone said to you, "Look, here is the Messiah," or "There he is," do not believe it, for false Messiah and the prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive impossible even the elect. See, I have told you ahead of time. So anyone tell you that he is out of the wilderness, do not go out, or here he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as the lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vulture will be gathered. Immediately after distress the host days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and there all the peoples of earth will mourn they see the Son of Man coming from the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs got tender, the leaves come out. You know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it's near, right at the door. Truly, I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angel of the heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the blood, people before were eating and drinking, marrying and giving them in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. Two men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. Two women will be grinding with a handmill, one will be taken and the other left. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known and what time of the night of the thief was coming, he would have kept and watched and would not have his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come an hour when you do not expect him. Who then is the faithful and wise servant whom the master had put in charge of the servants in this household to give them food at the proper time? It would be good for that servant, those who master find him true when he returns. Today I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. 48. But suppose that servant is wicked and says to himself, "My master is staying for a long time." 49. And he then begins to beat his fellow servants and to drink and eat and drink with drunkards. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour he does not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him a place with the hypocrites, where there weeping and gnashing of teeth. Thank you. Amen.